So I could, there we go.
Okay. Yeah, you're lit.
I'm lit. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
we're live. You're lit and you're live. I'll be right back, Katie.
Okay. Good to see you, Kelly.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everyone. And welcome to Memory Bound. And it is Katie and Kelly today. And Kelly is going to show us how to watercolor, and Penny did some Copic coloring because we're launching our simple birthday kit today. We have talked to you about doing our simple birthday card
What
kit.
did I miss? Did I
Not
miss
much.
anything?
No.
Okay. All right, good.
I'm just talking very slow.
She's going
and
slow.
Just showing everything at this time. And people are jumping
At
on. And
this
good morning,
time.
Kelly.
Hey,
Here we go.
everybody.
Now I can start going.
Hi, I'm back. I had
Good
to run
morning.
get something because I wanted to make sure we told everybody, Katie,
Yes.
about the Vintage Orchard by another Katie.
Yes.
We have two Katies, and one's Katie Petite, and then we have Katie B, Katie Belding, or Katie Shane, here at Memory Bound.
Thank you.
And so a lot of times we say Katie, and do you have to kind of think twice?
Well, especially when I'm watching, if you say Katie did this, I'm like, oh,
and then she pops
and then
up.
I'm like, oh, darn it.
But Katie Petite, her collection for 49 and Market's called Vintage Orchard. It's so beautiful, and we've made lots of projects with this. And it is on sale for 30% off through Sunday. So you've got a few more days to pick it up, stock up. It's a kind of a fall collection, but it could be used for vintage, heritage, maybe your family pictures, lots of good things on that.
I'm going to try to hold you really still. I watched the video.
So should I go like this?
No. No. I
okay.
watched Teresa, and I feel like I was shaking a lot, so I'm going to hold it still.
Okay, all right. Well, it is hard. It's not easy, guys. This is a hard job.
Oh, you know, it's
a
so
really
hard to
job, but
videotape.
we're going to try to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's Katie and Kelly at Memory Bound.
Yep, we're here at Memory Bound. Thank you,
Yes.
because we do need to tell people where we're at.
We
So
do.
we are at Memory Bound in Iowa. We're right in the middle of Iowa, in Ankeny, Iowa, and this is our new logo for 2025.
Oh, I still love the colors, Kelly.
And I do too.
And you match the colors.
I kind of do have
Oh,
my
and I
green
had
going
a
on.
thought at my 4 o'clock
What was your thought? Your
thinking
4
meeting
o'clock
by
thinking?
myself.
It's your meeting with Katie?
I meet with myself.
What
we
was
plan
it?
some things that we should paint the counter to match, because we have a green top. What if we
do
did
have
like
the green
dark
top.
gray blue around
That would
it?
be neat. We'll have to
Wouldn't
check
it?
into that.
Memory Bound is we're kind of freshening
Look at
up.
behind me.
I know.
We'll have to
This
walk
makes me
down this
so
wall
happy.
because let's see. I worked on it. Katie worked on it. I think Teresa worked on it.
Nicole
and
worked
Nicole
on it.
brought us home yesterday.
She did.
So thank you, Nicole.
Yeah, and look at our. We have a little fabric corner
We got
over
our
here.
fabric
which
going
makes us
on.
happy.
It's a new year and a
It
lot of
is.
new things happening.
We're very excited,
And
we're
Katie,
very excited you're here with us today.
Yes, we are. And since you're talking about the new year,
Yes.
I brought over the trackers. I was going to say crackers.
The crackers or
The crackers or the trackers.
There you go.
So we do have these available. I think you and Teresa mentioned them the other day.
Yeah.
But they are free if you want to download them. It's something we provide for you because our tagline for this year is Keep Your Crafting Alive in 2025. And
Love it.
also like Craft to Thrive in 2025. So
Yes.
kind of going back and forth. But you can purchase them for $1, and that will send you a color copy on a little bit heavier.
Did you say just thrive or craft and thrive?
I said Craft to Thrive.
Craft to thrive.
Craft to
Oh.
Thrive, because crafting is good for your health, everybody.
You know, that's very true, Kelly.
It is. When you're crafting, you're not worrying about your problems. You're thinking about, what color do I want to use, or how am I going to cut this or lay this out? So it really, for me anyway, I'd like to know if you feel good when you're crafting, and if you think it makes you feel better and a little more healthy because you kind of get in your own little world and it makes you happy. And when you do things that make you happy, your stress goes down.
Yes, and I agree with you 100% on that. And those are fun. And just say, like me, if you have one, well, never mind.
Just let us know.
I was going to give a long discussion.
Okay, say this if that, and then if this is your belief, blah, 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 blah,
Yes.
blah, blah, blah.
But if you say no, then you say yes, and then you say...
So just let us know if you think crafting is good for your health.
They're saying absolutely,
Yes,
for sure. I
totally
get lost
agree.
in it, and all of a sudden I look up, I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't feed anybody today.
I know. I was going to say the same thing. It's like, oh my gosh, what's for dinner?
Yeah.
And then I feel a little guilty, like,
I was crafting last night, and I told Jason, "Oh, we'll have lasagna. No worries, I'll get it all together."
Sure.
And I'm crafting, and at 5 o'clock, 10 after, he goes, "I'm on my way home," and I went, "Oh,
I got to get the lasagna.
oh my gosh!"
So what'd you have? Did you get carry out, Katie, or did you actually make it and get it done?
I had a store-bought lasagna
cheese
for the back.
She had a backup.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah. Yep.
So I think a lot of us agree that crafting is really good.
Yes.
And even just watching videos and just learning more. And learning is also really good for our health. And watching videos, I hope you learn a lot from our videos. I get a lot of emails and messages about how you love our videos and how you've learned so much. And thank you for sharing that with us. It really does keep us going. So we appreciate it.
It really does. And it kind of, I will say, it not surprises me, but blows my mind too. Like, people are so excited. And
I don't have my phone on me. I do have my phone.
Do you want to go get it?
Do we have? No, I have it.
Oh.
Do we have time for a story? Okay, let me tell about this, and then I'm going to read you something very meaningful.
Okay. I like that.
We are working on our 2025 little crafty journals. We've made them for the last 2 years. We started it in 2023, and we had our 2024. And now 2025 is all designed, and we're just waiting for the front cover color. It's not this one. This is last year's. It's so weird to say last year's, you guys. So right here on Facebook, you can vote for your color that you like. There are samples. Before today's video, go back and look. And I think there's a color called Marshmallow, and I named the colors. One of them's Gray Matters. Get it? Gray Matter. There's a green, there's a teal, Time for Teal, like Time for Tea. Very clever names,
I like those.
if I do say so myself.
They are very clever.
But if you want to vote on a color.
Very clever, Katie Kelly. Oh my God.
If we do say so ourselves. But anyway, if you want to vote on those, we're going to vote until 3 o'clock, and then we're sending our order in. So if you want to have an opinion and voice your opinion, you can vote on the colors that you want. And there was a question, Katie, about what is this book? So I just wanted to show real quick today that it's got 50 pages in it, just like this. The back is blank. If you see something that inspires you and you want to remember it, because Katie, I don't know about you, but I see an idea and I never remember it.
Oh, I agree with you 100%.
And I saw an idea and I'm like, oh, that's really cool. And then it went away. It went out of my head.
Oh, I like that
Kim
emotion.
sent me the same idea, Kim that works here.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, I saw that idea and I really liked it and I thought we should do it, but I kind of forgot about it. So this is a little idea
people
book.
Are sharing how they use them. They keep track of notes during the lives, things they might want to buy. So that's exactly how we want you to use it.
Yeah. So the new one's coming, and today we'll be sending our order in for those.
So let us know what color you would like to see it in, and whatever wins.
We are not picking. It's whatever is voted on the most. And right now, teal is in the lead.
Is it?
So if you really don't want teal, get out there and vote. They all look good. I thought about putting like an orange or something, or really
just to
dark,
see?
just for fun, for and then I didn't do it. So, all right, well, so today, we didn't even say what we're doing today.
Nope.
Okay, today we are launching our latest birthday card kit. And I brought one back here, Katie, that was, here
I think it's right over there. Here it is.
I left my
Our
piles
first
everywhere.
simple birthday card kit.
It's our birthday card kit for January. We're going to have one every month in 2025, maybe more than one. I doubt it, though.
I love the logo and the colors at the top.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Oh.
What's this one called, Katie?
This is called Color It Floral Birthday Card Kit.
So this is January's. Teresa's working on a February
Yes.
one that's going to be really cool because you're going to actually get a little die set with it. This one makes 4 cards, but you get an extra bonus in here, and we're going to show you what's in here. We have it's a Color It card kit, which means you're going to get the blank panels, and then you can color them however you want. And we're going to show you ideas. And I've colored some with some watercolor pencils. And Penny came in and she had to color for her job yesterday.
Oh,
I
darn.
said, Penny, what's it like when you tell your husband, I'm going to work, I got to go to work because I got to do coloring. But she brought her Copic markers and colored some with Copics.
Those are so pretty.
And I think they turned out really nice, and we're going to tell you all about it. It's super affordable. But first, Katie, I think we need to...
Well, did you want to read something?
Oh, yes. See? It's already like gone out of my head. All right,
masculine kit. Well, we sometimes do a masculine kit, Lynn,
yes, we
and that
will.
is on our list.
We've
Absolutely.
got the paper is picked out. Katie, you don't know that, but I've got paper picked out
Yay.
for that. Okay, well, I'm going to read something because this, it doesn't really have to do with crafting, helping your stress or making you feel good, but it is, I was very touched by this message I received from a customer. And it's a kind of a long thing, and it was a customer from out of town, and she says, but let me just say why we're doing this. This is a lot about what Memory Bound is about, and it's a lot of what our community is about. And by community, I don't mean like Ankeny, I mean all of you and all of the people that work here and everybody that we have reached and touched. And this is also...
I'm amazed how it feels like a family.
It is.
It is. Like when something happens,
people come in from out of town too.
Yeah, it is like a family.
They know us.
Yeah.
We're just normal people.
Yeah, that's what I think I want to say. We're normal people, so it's just
people.
like.
And this is also a huge shout out to Janet and her Heritage series that she's done, and she's going to be doing more. So she's going to be doing more in 2025. So it says, "Hi Kelly, as I sit here waiting for a major snowstorm and hopeful for a week off school to watch your lives live, I want to tell you what you and your staff mean to me. Thanks to you and your lives, I have been scrapbooking and crafting more than ever," which I think a lot of you have. And that, gosh, Katie, that really makes me feel good, especially when we know it's healthy. Janet's...
But we're not against eating chocolate while you craft.
Yes. But the most amazing thing has happened in my life thanks to you and Janet. Janet's Heritage series inspired me to join Ancestry and do the DNA test. 32 years ago, a family member gave up their little boy for adoption, and I wanted to adopt him, but she didn't want a family member to raise him. I've thought of this child ever since. My daughter's grown up knowing about him, and in November, I received an email through Ancestry from someone who was looking for their family, and someone that was up for adoption looking for the family. So the week before Christmas, she got to meet him.
The boy?
The little boy. Well, but he's grown up now, and he came with his family and he has a 3-month-old daughter.
Oh my gosh.
So he and his wife visited them. So it was long lost after all this time, and she was always thinking about him.
Oh my gosh, that gives me goosebumps.
And she says, "You have helped me find the missing piece of my heart and life. We are forever grateful and thankful to you and Memory Bound."
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that just amazing?
Wow. Yeah.
I didn't plan
That leaves me almost speechless.
We didn't plan to do that today, but it's just, it makes me feel so good, and it's so special. And like I said, we have a community here.
We do.
And a big shout out to Janet for her influence on
Wow.
all of you that are telling your family stories and doing your heritage albums. So.
It's very true that you never know whose life you will touch.
Exactly, exactly.
Wow.
Hey, can you see the stains on my shirt?
Oh my gosh, Kelly.
Does anybody ever...
And on that wonderful note, can you see the stains
Does
on her
anybody ever like get up and you're getting dressed and you feel like you have nothing to wear? And I had 4 outfits on today, and I finally decided on this.
Yes.
I call it a uniform. And then I get here and I look down, and I think I was cooking in the shirt. It wasn't slopping eating.
done that.
It was from cooking. So anyway,
gosh, I've done that too.
nobody cares about that, Katie. So we're going to take a walk down.
All right, I'm going to come around
That's one of those things
light.
that I shouldn't speak out loud, but
about the spots on your.
Yes.
But that's memory bound.
And I guess they're on the back. I guess they're on the back also. I need to just shut up. So we have been rearranging and bringing out our Tim Holtz ideology.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna.
We moved. Are you going to start at fabric?
I'm going to start at fabric.
Katie's just going to take a little walk down. It's not really memory lane. It's memory bound lane, maybe.
They're saying, what a ripple. They have lots of nice comments about the story. Ripple effect.
It is really nice.
Yeah,
it is
best
very
part,
sweet.
been watching for 3 years, best part of my day.
Oh my gosh.
It is like family because we're invited into their homes every day.
And this is our home, really, isn't it, Katie?
Yes, it is. It is.
Okay, what's Penny doing back there?
Penny's getting the reminiscence. All right, so I will. This is what we see over our tiny little. Hello, Penny.
We are building a
Hi,
wall.
Rhonda. Hi. We're going to build a wall. We're updating our space.
Well, we mentioned we're getting a new, what we call a studio for videos. So that's
Yes.
coming soon.
And that's exciting. It's almost like a permanent place
So,
for our videos.
speaking of Tim Holtz, Katie, a lot of
Yes.
people watched his video
Yep.
on YouTube last Saturday, and he has said he's going to step back and do more crafting or making and less designing of new product. So that's going to be a big change because we're a huge Tim Holtz store. So we have loaded up on, we're ordering a lot of Tim Holtz product and loading up. He will have some releases this year that were already in the works, which is good. And who knows, maybe Tim will decide he needs to have his, I don't want to say have his fun, but do his thing, and then maybe he'll come back and make more
Or
product.
maybe he'll start making some things and go, oh, I wish I had this, and say,
Oh my gosh, I never thought about
yeah.
that.
So this is what we refer to as the north wall, and we have rearranged it so it's much easier to see things. It has all the bells.
You've got to show this is
all
my
the
area.
eyes.
This
And
is
Kelly
my area
sometimes
right
just-
here, honeybee.
Yep, she just stands
Honeybee.
here and looks at all
I just
these
want to look
gems.
at it.
I know you do, and that's okay. We all have our area where we go and stand sometimes.
It's a good place for a quiet time.
Gems.
Oh, I love what
gems,
she did
gems.
with the doilies.
Yeah, and so she brought over, and this is Nicole, she brought over all the doodlebug doilies and twine, and so it's all in one spot now. Oh, and it's in Roy G. Biv, and it's so pretty. And the twine, and then we have twine down here. Isn't it just...
Well, and
Oh my
I
gosh.
think we have more ribbon than a fabric store, Katie. We do have a lot of ribbon, and
We
I know
do.
it's hard if you're not a local yokel or you don't come in person,
Look at all that
and
ribbon.
that's why we do ribbon packs.
Yeah.
So we try to pack up ribbons that
love our-
coordinate with collections. And it's beautiful.
It is.
Katie,
We
I
worked
want to give
hard
you
on
some
this.
credit. You really cleaned this up. I think that's why there's 3 baskets of ribbon in the office right now.
We might have
Doug's like,
decided
what are these?
Look at, and it's in color order, and Rhonda, so it really has been a team effort, has gone through and taped or pinned
Oh, that's
every
why
little...
that's why they're not all unrolled.
That's why they're not all unrolled and looking at the bottom, and it's in... I still have to do the bottom 3 rows, but they're pretty good, I would say.
I think it looks great.
It looks really nice. And then that gave us enough room to add our Total Tiffany on our wall.
So
which
if
you can actually see now.
Well, and a lot of people, it's January, so who's thinking about getting organized? And what a better way?
I am. I'm thinking
about it. But what a great way to check out our Totally Tiffany. It's online and it's in its own section, so you can
Yep.
go out there and see all the different. There's so many different ones.
There are.
There's a lot of different
That could be a
ones.
video. We could go over what Totally Tiffany has.
And we have had Kim and Jennifer have come in with their
Yeah.
Totally Tiffany and showed us stuff.
This is it just makes my heart so happy that it's organized.
It looks good.
I will be honest, it was a little treacherous
Treacherous?
when you would come over here to find something.
Yeah. It
But
was,
this is, so shout out to Kelly,
everybody
to
that
Teresa,
worked on it.
Penny worked on it a little bit, Rhonda worked on it, Nicole
Nicole.
brought it home, so,
We should have done a before and after shot.
we
so
should not
people
have
could
done it before.
Well,
Well, we could have, but ooh.
we have it in our minds.
We do.
We know what it was like, and it's.
I just love here that you can come and actually see the stuff.
Yeah, we do carry. I think we don't have every SKU of ideology, but we have probably 90% of them. So if you are looking for some Tim Holtz ideology, check us out.
Is there a room size Total Tiffany that we can organize?
Well, you need to have Janet come to your
Yeah.
house. Oh, Katie,
I just
I
love
just made
this.
a transition,
You
and I didn't
did?
even
Oh my
mean to.
gosh, I love it
All
when
right,
you do
so
that.
just so you guys know, we're launching our monthly birthday card today.
Do you want to explain kind of what the birthday card kit is? I mean, a monthly?
Yes.
Our hopes?
So for 2025, we plan to release a birthday card kit. It'll probably be smaller. It might be 2 cards. It might be 3 or 4, but a smaller card kit the first week of each month. And then you can have your birthday cards made up and maybe make them in advance. And you'll be
What an
ready to
idea.
go. You'll be ready to go. We still have other card kits. Like we've got a larger birthday card kit coming out. And Katie will have to talk about that later.
Okay.
And then we also have Janet's latest card kit
Oh.
is coming. Oh, what is the name of this collection? Season.
Beautiful.
It's
Oh my gosh, look at those.
it's the newest Graphic 45, and it's really cool because it's got like all the 4 seasons, and she's made a couple cards for each season. This is winter. I got out the winter to show you because it is winter right now. And this we will be releasing very shortly.
Oh my gosh, it's
we are just
beautiful.
waiting for some enamel dots to come in. And they shipped yesterday. Look at this one.
I love it. Oh, Janet, it amazes me.
Ask her the name of the collection.
Janet, what is the name? A Season to Celebrate.
A Season to Celebrate.
Yes, thank you,
okay.
Janet. They are beautiful, and
They
every
are.
time I'm
Oh my
always
gosh.
amazed how she makes these gorgeous, gorgeous
I
cards.
just want to look at it.
Okay.
Sorry, I can't help myself. All right, so this will be coming out soon. Our kits are all ready to go. We're just waiting for the enamel dots. So
All
they'll be
right,
here.
have a few questions. Heidi's like, where is the Elizabeth Craft stuff? Don't worry, that is moved
It's on
to
the
other
south wall.
It's on the south wall now. Plenty of room over there.
Oh,
since
that's
we
right,
rearranged.
because
it was all
good
here.
job. It was right here, but
Yeah?
you know, we got to change things up.
We do. They're saying it looks amazing. People are
Good.
organizing, and I know I had another question. I'm trying to find it.
See if you can find it.
Yeah. Can you show the junk journals on the Tim Holtz counter? Oh, I like the name of the Tim Holtz counter.
sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll just grab them, Katie. So, you
Yeah.
know, let's see. The other thing that, well, here, we can show them right here. Are you able
Okay,
to
do you
get
want me to
around the
come over?
lights?
Yep, I will come
Okay.
over.
Be careful
People
of the
are
lights.
loving the
Katie's doing a good job.
cards. And so, oh, Maggie just jumped on. Maggie, look at our new wall. It's all Tim Holtz.
I remembered something else we forgot,
Okay.
so I went and grabbed
I
it.
just wanted to, Maggie
Okay.
jumped on, so I wanted to show her our new wall.
Oh,
And we
Maggie's
got rid of
here?
the table, Maggie, and so we have it.
We kind of got rid of it. It's sitting, it's sitting in the back over
Yeah,
there.
right there. That's how far
Okay.
we got rid of it.
So these are actually 7 Gypsies journals. This one is $15.99, and it's called the Mix and Match book. And it's got a ring here, which is really, because you could easily add whatever you wanted to this.
Or you could take those out and use them as separate sheets of paper.
You could.
Yes.
Yeah, really, for $15.99, you've got
Yeah.
a lot of options.
Yes.
Okay, and it's got a band that wraps around it to keep it shut. And it's real easy to do. So it's got a little band. And then this is the spiral book. And it's
Oh, I
got a
like
little
this.
envelope there. And then these pages, I think they're all the same, but they're all distressed.
This would be a good
And
junk
this
journal.
is probably, it's not, it's maybe 10 by 12. I'm quickly looking for a size, and 8.5 by 11. That looks bigger than that.
It
to
does
me.
look bigger than that.
And then look at this little composition book. This is so darn cute.
It's like a traveler's notebook.
It is, and people, I've seen this used as a guest book. Mm-hmm. And it's got your pages that look like they're old and gotten wet, but it does have lines. Maybe this one's 6 by 9.
Did you want to grab
This is
the
6 by
traveler's
9.
notebook over there too?
Oh,
By
no,
the
I don't.
chipboard? By the
I
chipboards.
forgot. Speaking of traveler's notebooks, this one is really cute. This Katie,
I love
this kind of was buried on the
It
wall.
was buried at the bottom, and I was like, "Did you know we had these?"
This is
Look at
$5.29.
that.
It's got your white pages,
I love white pages.
and it's got
Wouldn't
the
that be good
doors.
for trips?
It would be
For trips, a trip,
or a trip
vacation?
or trips, just to record your memories of the trip,
Yeah.
and then you go do your scrapbook, and then you've got everything in here, and you
that
could
could
put
be
that
a
in
junk
it.
journal too. We're going to start planning how to show you how to junk journal.
Now this is another composition book, but it's 12 by 12, and it does have the really cool pages in it also.
Oh, here, can I show the next one after this one?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Do you want me to hold? You want me to hold the camera?
Yeah, because this is what it reminds me of.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right.
All right. Look out, everybody.
Your name, please, and what room have you been in? That's what it reminds me of.
Katie,
Like on a scary movie.
Gloria came. Becky's behind you. Katie's reenacting a scary movie.
Doesn't it remind you? This big ledger thing, like they come up to the people come up, and then the scary person.
I think I must have missed that one.
Oh.
Katie.
Your name, please.
Oh my gosh.
Can you please sign my ledger book?
I'd love to sign your ledger, Katie. I'd love to sign your ledger.
I love this book.
It's huge, and it does have the posts in it. I don't know. Can you add pages? Or no, I don't think so.
No.
I think
But
that's
I
just
just
how it's
love
assembled.
it.
It is
Here.
really neat.
I can take this from
It's
you.
$37.99. It's
I just think it's so fun.
You know, if you are doing junk journals, any of these would make a great start at your junk journal. So
or
I'm
if
glad.
you like to play hotel.
Or if you want to act out the creepy hotel movie.
Yeah, like Psycho. Yes, thank you, Maggie.
Yes, Psycho. Okay, all right, that works well.
Maggie, I sure do miss you. You would have been playing right along with me.
Maggie would have understood.
She would have,
have
yes.
understood. I know she would have. Well, there's no transition for this, but Teresa was here a couple days ago. We never showed this yesterday, but she got a lot of likes because she was making tags, which are bookmarks, when she read her book, but she coordinated them to her book. Mm-hmm. And so now she has a collection of tags of all the books that she read. So, and I thought this one
she
matched
inspired
up.
so many people, and
I know
played
it.
around yesterday with.
Did you? Is that what you were doing when you?
Yes, when I missed whatever was going on in the world, I was not on social media or anything yesterday.
Katie was not. She didn't know anything that was going on
No,
in
they
the
were
world.
saying stuff. I was like, what? Anyways.
Hey, speaking of that, did you guys know that on Thursday the post office is going to be closed? Because for Jimmy
Why?
Carter.
Oh,
It was
okay,
a
that
day
makes
of
sense.
Day of observance.
Yeah, that makes sense. I did not realize that they did that, but that makes sense.
I think it's pretty cool.
I think that's pretty cool. We can see that we have a blank wall that will soon
We
be
do.
filled.
It's a blank canvas.
It
you gotta
is.
love a blank
We're
canvas.
excited.
So
Here, why
yesterday,
don't we do our nice background instead of a blank wall?
we're getting all turned around. So yesterday we launched a Christmas card.
Winter
card.
Christmas. Yes, we're trying
Winter
to get
card
it.
kit that makes 3 cards. And that, again, is part of our 2025 mission, is to have some other little small card kits coming out each month. And this is January's. So if you missed that, check it out. That is $7.99.
And I think oh my gosh, I can't find my words yet.
There's the coaster.
Yeah, that is such a good thing to send winter cards. I
It
just was
is.
like, oh my gosh, yeah.
Katie, I said this yesterday, and I don't know if we have ever had a winter card kit or
No.
even promoted winter cards till this year. So after 23 years, there's always something new that our minds might come up with or do come up with.
I think it's just such a, because it is, so many cards are sent
so
out
good.
during Christmas, and then it's like Valentine's, but you got to do those middle months.
Right,
The middle
and
months, too.
those can be some of the loneliest months,
Yes.
which we have talked about.
Okay.
And you might have birthdays this month too. So
I do.
We're going to get down to the main.
Okay.
The main.
We're getting
things.
main show now.
Yeah, we're here for the main show.
Yes.
So our January birthday kit is kind of a different one. I like it because it gives you a little bit of creativity. It's the Color It, and Color It is our new thing when we have a card kit that comes blank and you can use your own creativity to color it in. It's going to be Color It, and this is the floral birthday cards for January. I'll show you what comes in the kit, and then I'll show you what we made, and then I'll show you how we made a couple of them. How does that sound?
I think that sounds like a plan.
Oh, okay. Oh, I just remembered something.
Did you have a think?
I had
a think? I
had a think. So let me show you what you get in the kit.
You're going to have one cup of coffee. I need a...
You're going to get, it makes 4 cards, so you're going to get 4 card bases and 4 envelopes. Memory Bound always puts envelopes in our exclusive kits. You're going to get some natural jute twine, just because you can use it if you want. I didn't use it on all my cards, but you got it. You're going to get a sheet of 8.5 by 11 black cardstock, and we use that for matting. So you'll be able to cut this into 4 pieces to mat your things. You're going to get, you guys, you're going to get inserts from Janet. Janet designed inserts like in a day.
It's like a
so you're going to get 4 inserts.
Janet. That's amazing.
So thank you, Janet.
Once you show the insides, can you mention the price?
Oh, yes, I can. It's $15.99. So it's $15.99. You're going to get this sheet. This is laser copied on or laser printed onto watercolor paper. So it's a really nice paper and we've used Copic markers on it, watercolors, watercolor pencils. And these are ready for you to color, and then you can cut them apart into sections. You're going to get the directions. And with some ideas that we're showing you today. And then you know what else you get, Katie?
What?
You get a second sheet.
Oh!
So you get a bonus sheet. Sometimes, when you're doing something like coloring, you like fun. I had a lot of fun with these cards.
And you're so good at it.
And so we're giving you a bonus sheet. So you're going to get 2 printed on watercolor sheets. So you can really have 8 insert for the cards. We do have those available by themselves, so you can get that.
But you do get one sheet of inserts automatically.
Yes, one sheet comes with it.
So our kits offer inserts.
Oh, we got
and
inserts on
envelopes.
this one. So thank you. Thank you, Janet. A huge
Yes.
thank you. So with that, well, let me pull this back out.
What about that stamp there, Kelly?
Well, that's what I got excited about.
Okay.
So this is using, we stamped this up with some Tim Holtz stamps, and one of them, the main one right here, is called embroidery. So this stamp set is normally $24.99, and we're having a special on it for $12.50. So it's half off.
Oh,
So
wow.
if you love the cards and you want to make more stamping, and we actually used this on a previous demo. Oh, those cards are on my desk, but let me grab
you have
the
to
bell.
go get my hotel bell?
Yeah, I got to get going. So we have used this on some other. I hope they're still there.
They're
Hey,
loving.
Penny. Yeah, this is real. This is real. Would you see? I think back above on my desk. Above
That's why
my,
everybody came.
above my monitor. Katie didn't figure out why everybody came when she rang the bell. Oh my word!
I didn't realize everybody came because
We did a demo with this, and I think the cards from the demo might be in the little cubby above my desk. Will you see if you can find them?
Oh, it didn't even dawn on me. That's why everybody.
I was wondering about. Well, did she know everyone's going to come? So anyway,
Boy, do we have those girls trained.
You do. You do. So we are offering the special for $12.50 on the stamp set. So if you like this and you want to make more, you can certainly do that.
That's a great. Thank you, Kelly. So it's
And-
50% off, basically.
Yeah.
Do you
Okay.
get card bases and envelopes in the kit? Absolutely.
We won't be coming if you
I know.
Gloria just told Katie that it's like the boy who cried wolf.
Yeah,
that
stop
they're-
ringing it.
they're
I
not-
wondered why everybody.
They're not coming anymore. Oh, where's my sheet? I'll just take one of these. Penny gave me a sheet to color. Okay, so let me show you what we made with
Okay.
her. So Penny came in yesterday, and
Do you want me to go like this?
she had to color for her job. That was her job yesterday. She brought in her Copics, and she colored all of these, and we'll take pictures. She wrote down all her colors, and we'll take pictures of them. But
Here, do you mind if you moved over so I can't so I don't have to work around the pole?
oh, sure,
Thank
Katie.
you.
Okay, sure.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yes, thanks.
All right.
Oh, those are perfect. Perfect.
So I'm just going to
Perfecto.
hang out here, and this is the,
So you can see it here.
yep.
So she transferred that over.
And so she also wrote down what colors that she used.
And I will take pictures of those for our blog. So if you want to color them just like Penny, you certainly can.
This is the number for the stamp. Embroidery.
And those are embroidery patterns. When that
Oh, is that
stamp-
what it is?
Yes, they're
Oh,
embroidery
okay.
patterns.
Thank you for
so you could
explaining
maybe
that to me.
stamp them and use them for embroidery patterns also. I don't
Oh,
know.
look, they had the numbers. I remember. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I
Next.
think those were inspired by Paula when Tim brought that out. And then this one is Make a Wish. And I love those pinks, Katie. Aren't those really pretty?
It is. The kit is $15.99, and you get 2 color sheets, inserts, envelopes, card bases, matting, and directions, and some twine.
That's a point. Okay, and then she's got this one that she did in reds.
Oh my gosh, I love red. Those are beautiful. And so then this is the colors.
So isn't it crazy that what you can do with...
Yeah,
And you
I
can-
agree.
you can be creative.
You could do colored pencils, and you're going to show us how to
Exactly.
watercolor them.
And then here's her last one, and that's got the happy birthday on it. And that's this one right here.
So is that one?
So
And what's this?
these panels are made to be cut to 3 3/4 by 5, and that leaves you enough room. We haven't put these on cards, but I think you can kind of get the idea if that was put on a card, how it's really going to pop when you put it.
So you have a mat, and then you also have a mat when you adhere it to the card base.
Right. So thank you, Penny, for all of your creative coloring.
They love the Make-A-Wish, that it just doesn't say happy birthday, but it says Make-A-Wish.
But let me tell you guys something
Okay.
about that. Janet was so clever on her inserts. So she has, in the insert, it says happy birthday. Take time to celebrate you. Happy birthday. So she did such a nice job because
Yeah.
it says happy birthday on the fronts of the other ones. So she didn't put it on the inside because it's kind of redundant. And if you just want one of these, they are $2.49, I believe.
And these are really easy to use, as Janet includes a cut line here, and then she also labels what card it goes to.
And this one was a little hard because there's 2 happy birthdays, so you could probably switch them around if you want to. Okay, so let's just take a moment and look back at the stamp again. That's
I'd like
on
to see
special.
the red one
Oh
again.
yeah, show that one.
It's so pretty.
She added a little bit of white to the centers. She said she didn't have a Posca pen, and I've got one here because we could add.
I would try to come in, but then it starts to blur. I think you can see it in the different. Actually, there's dark red and light red and a little yellow in dot in the center with a little white also.
Looks pretty. We'll take pictures of
Yeah.
everything to show you. Now we got to take a step back for a minute because the stamp set, if you think you might be interested in it, it's the Tim Holtz embroidery stamp set, $24.99. It's $12.50, and Penny went and got a couple of the samples that we did on a video. Gosh, Katie,
Oh yeah.
maybe in November.
Yep. I
So
remember.
here are a couple of samples that we made using the same stamp set.
Those are have the circle stencil.
Yeah, they've
in
got
it.
the kind of the shadow or the stencil. So you can see how pretty it is. Just in black, just stamped in black, it looks very pretty. And the one thing I wanted to do today, and I didn't, was do some smooshing with it.
All right, just real quick, Jean, I'm going to show you the numbers for the red again.
Yeah.
But we
that's a
will
good
have
idea.
them also on the blog. We're going to put the pictures up along with the colors that she did use. So it looks like for the flowers, she used R22, 24, 27, and 29. Okay.
Okay, I was doing that while you were showing
Yeah,
that.
that's all
okay,
right.
so this one, let's go with this. Okay, so we're going to move those out of the way. And then with this kit, like Katie said, you could use colored pencils.
Mm-hmm.
You could use watercolor pencils. A lot of times I watercolor with the Distress ink pads, and I love doing that. You could use markers. So if you had markers, we have these dual brushes from Tombow, these sets, which would make beautiful flowers.
I really like those.
And they all have a green in them, so either any of those would work very well.
Mm-hmm.
I like the names, Just Peachy, Very Berry, and Lemon Squeezy.
Lemon Squeezy.
Yeah.
Hey, look at Lemon Squeezy. It has our colors.
It does.
Yeah.
There they are right
Yep.
there, memory bound colors.
So excited about that.
Okay.
All right.
So let me show you what I made with them,
Okay.
and then I'm going to show you a technique that I kind of like, but I didn't bring what I needed for it.
So can we get it
yes,
for you?
I did. Yes, I did. No,
Okay.
I didn't. We'll have to ring the bell for some paper towels.
Mm-hmm.
Where did I put the bell, Katie?
It's in the hotel.
Oh, okay.
You can bring it back over here if you need to.
Let's see if they
There,
come.
yeah.
They might not
I
come
know. I
because
didn't
they
touch
think
it.
they think that we've.
Yeah, they're wondering what these are. These cut
Okay,
apart.
well, I grabbed these to show. Penny, we need about 6 paper towels, please.
Thank you.
And Penny, can you get me some of that 6x12 white paper in the back?
And I'd like a large hot chai latte too.
Okay. Well, what I brought these over. These are Photo Play. It's Color Play is Photo Play, and a lot of times for their collections, they have these color it sheets. What are they called? Color Me, not Color It. We're Color It. This is Color Me, and they're always two-sided. So there's these would be fun to color. So I wanted to bring these along to show you because sometimes we forget we have these. And this is from Tula's birthday party. Thank you.
These are fun, even for the little ones. Thank you. The
And
little
One here.
Oh yeah,
And
the little
I
ones.
actually have made cards that I left these blank, and then you mail them, and then they can color them when
Yeah.
they get them. So we have that one from Tula, and then I think this is Norbert's.
Those are so fun.
And we have these in several of the other sections. There's a whole category that is, there's a whole basket of them. There, Gloria, right there. There's a whole category out on our paper category. In our paper category, there's one that's all the Color Me sheets. So you can go out and see what we have. It's on a really nice, heavy, smooth paper, and they're really fun. Katie, I think you've colored some of those.
I have. I've colored.
They're
I
fun.
have. Yeah, they are
So
fun.
since we're coloring today, I thought that would be good to show. All right, so let me show you the cards that I made. This one I took the Best Wishes. I feel like
Where did you get your sentiments, like the Happy Birthday and Make a Wish?
These are Tim Holtz. We're gonna have to ring the bell. We have one of these left. Penny, can you help us one more time?
Well,
Pen-
one
here's
more time.
Penny.
This 5-minute chunk.
Okay, so there's 2 stamp sets that have these on them. Will you see if we have this one from Tim Holtz? And if we don't have this one, we will order it because none of his stamps have been discontinued. And
But
Penny,
they
use
don't.
one
You
more.
can. That was one little thing that he did share.
This is
was,
the one that has the big floral on it. And we have one of these stamps left.
So you're looking for the flowers, not the sentiment?
Well,
or
they
both?
want the sentiment. We'll see what we have for sentiments. See what we have for sentiments. Penny's on it, you guys.
And so one
Sorry.
thing he does say is that he does not, the stamps do not get discontinued. So you can go back and we can order in 001.
If you love this font, I don't think we have that one anymore. But if you love it, we'll get it.
Yeah,
It's no problem. We're memory
absolutely.
bound. We can get it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're memory bound. All right, well, I'm going to start with this one.
All right.
So this is one I colored
So cute.
with ink pads. So I took an ink pad, and I'll show you how to do it. And I used Rustic Wilderness. Let me get mine out because they don't glare. And I used Dusty Concord for the inside, and then I used Crackling Campfire. So those are the 3 colors that I used on this card.
There we go.
And then for this one, what I did is a little different. I really roughed up the edges
I
with
like
the
that,
Tim
Kelly.
Holtz paper distresser, and I didn't bring any back, but Janet can link the paper distresser.
Okay, so that's
Yep.
your best wishes and congrats. And
Penny's-
that does say happy birthday on it.
Okay, and I have
And
this
then
one too.
these 2.
All right.
All right. Thank you,
Thank
Penny.
you, Penny. Okay.
Appreciate it.
So this is the one that the happy birthday and best wishes came from.
And
Katie,
this
what's the name
one
of
is
it?
called Floristry, and it's number 485.
And it's
it has
$29.99.
And I think we've shown how
And
to
this
use
has
that
got
stamp too.
We showed it on the same video that we did these.
Yeah.
We used, and
it
Teresa's used
also
it.
comes with a big block.
This is our last one of those, but I'm sure we
And
can
don't
get
worry,
more.
we'll have all of this on our blog.
It will be.
Yes.
So we don't have the kind of cursive-y writing, but we have this one is simple sayings. I use this one a lot.
I use this one a lot too. As Make-A-Wish, just celebrate, best wishes. So it has a lot of things that would go with not only birthday, but all holidays through the year.
And they're all together. I think that's why I like it, Katie, because
Yeah,
they're all together. I don't have to go
agree.
through a bunch of stamps looking. And this one is called Crazy Talk, and I have this one too. And I like this one because you can combine the straight font with the cursive.
Yeah,
Like
good
you could
fonts.
put one on the front, one on the inside. So that's Crazy Talk.
Yes, those are good ones. And that one is 236. All of them are CMS, which means
And this is $29.99. What does
What
CMS
does
mean?
CMS?
I don't know.
Christmas. Yeah. But the
It's a
number.
code.
Yep. CMS.
Okay, so we showed you this one, and then so that one I really didn't ink it or anything. I just roughed it up.
They like the roughed up edges.
That's fun.
And you
I
can
think
use
for
this
especially for
distressor.
watercolor.
Yeah, you can use a distressor or you can use your scissors
Yeah,
too.
super sharp scissors.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
so
don't cut
this
yourself.
one, let me show you what I used for this one.
Okay, I'll hold this one.
Rustic
Oh, I'm sorry,
Wilderness.
you need to look
can
at it.
if you want to.
That's okay.
Pill paint, spiced marmalade, and faded jean.
Ooh, look at these. Oh,
Okay, wait.
Okay,
Not
no,
that
don't
one.
show?
Ignore that
Okay.
one. Ignore that one. Look
All
at
right.
this one instead. So this is what I use. These are the inks that I used for this one. And I also used antique linen that today.
Cling
We
mounted
got to move
stamps.
along. It's 10:15, Katie.
We're good. Cling mounted stamps. CMS.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. I like that.
So then what was interesting, I took the
Oh,
same
okay.
exact colors, but colored
Color
pencils.
pencils or the watercolor
Oh,
pencils?
sorry, the watercolor pencils. Thanks,
So she
Katie.
used these.
Yeah, show those.
Yeah.
So I dug out my peeled paint, rustic wilderness, spiced marmalade, and faded jeans. So I wanted to see the difference.
You know, Kelly, I don't know, but if I take these away, they sure do look familiar.
Well, I guess
I'm
there
thinking
is
you really
a
like-
pattern. There is something I like here. Okay, so this one is a little different because I used
Oh,
Twisted
it's so
Citron.
sweet.
Which I don't think I brought that one, but I used Twisted Citron and picked raspberry and Villainous Potion.
It's
But
just so
not
sweet.
Villainous Potion, really. I really used Dusty Potion, but I used Dusty Concord.
And so those are the colors.
And I used a blue. It must have been faded jeans. Oh, no.
It's a brighter one, yeah. There you go.
Mermaid
Those are
Lagoon.
fun. It's just so sweet. And sometimes I shy away from this color because it seems so bright, but it looks perfect.
fun. I like
It
it.
is.
Okay, so then
Very
also
nice.
with this one, I inked the whole thing, and especially the edges with antique linen. Okay, did we show them all now, Katie? Did
Yep.
we show this one?
Yep,
Okay,
we did. Those
so
are all
let
of
me get
them.
these out of the way.
And don't worry, we will have all of this up on our blog in a few days with all the information. Or if you're good at writing fast, you could write them fast in your notebook.
If you're good at writing fast. Okay, I got to get my inks out and get rid of.
Are you going to use
that
the
we don't
arm?
want. Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Okay, we're changing our things.
Are you ready?
So
Okay.
we are ready. Thanks.
All right. Well,
are you ready?
No, because I don't. I never have success in
Okay.
this, or I rarely have success. But here we go. So hold on.
Keep that what you're seeing. Keep
Yes.
that on the top, and
Okay.
then put the thing on the bottom.
And
I didn't realize we were just
what
been
is-
messing around today.
Do I
We
just
gotta
go
get
like
moving.
this?
Yep, and then
Okay.
then this has to go over here.
And then I'm going to spin.
She's gonna
spin to
spin.
win.
She can do it, Katie. You can do it.
All right. And then I'm going to have you open up the jaws of life, or just the jaws.
This is the most awkward phone stand, and my finger's kind of cramping up. All right, so we're going to make sure we're going the right direction.
And I am going to get her into the
Get me fixed
in
up,
the
Katie.
area. I'll try to. I apologize if she's going uphill. Oh, we can change. Ooh, those look very good that way.
Are we looking good? So
Now I need to turn my phone on.
is it, Katie, this space right there? Is that what it is?
I'll give you some boundaries here in a
She's giving me
moment.
boundaries.
Let me give you some boundaries.
I need my boundaries, Katie. And I did not bring a pair of scissors either, but I think I can use this pencil.
boundary number one.
So for the kit,
don't go any further than
what
that.
you're going to need is adhesive, of course, if you're going to make your cards. You're going to need scissors, because if you want to cut your twine, and you'll notice that I did use twine on these two. And you don't have to use twine, but if you want to, you've got plenty there to put it on every single card if that's what you like. And then you'll need a trimmer.
I think I need to get closer. How
So
close
when
do you want me to
are
be, like-
when you are trimming, that's good.
Okay.
So your sheet comes all in one piece like this. Now what I like to do when I am coloring, I like to split it up, because you guys, sometimes I accidentally get ink on something I don't want to get it on. So I cut these apart and I just cut them right into quarters, and that's more room than what you're going to need because you're going to cut them down. But I'm just cutting them into 4 pieces. And remember, you're getting like a bonus because you're getting this sheet, and then I decided that you should have an extra sheet because sometimes maybe you'll mess up, but you probably don't really mess up. But that way it gives you more opportunity, because
This is a border.
this is a kit that you can really be creative with. You have all of these sheets, and you have doubles of all of these. And we talked about earlier, you can color them with, if you want to color them with markers, if you want to color them with your Copic markers, if you want to color them with the Tim Holtz watercolor pencils, you can use those. You can use any kind of watercolor. Maybe you have watercolor pans. Maybe you like to use distress inks, and that's what I'm going to use today. And I'm using a different color than what I used on these because I think it'll just show you even more options.
Okay, I'm just going to move this a little. I still feel like we're going uphill, but I don't think that I can help that much.
It might
That's
be.
okay.
It might be the nature of the beast.
Yeah.
So we don't really need to color all of these today, but we are going to color a couple of them because I'd like to show you the colored pencils and I'd like to show you the ink pads. And the first thing we're going to do is the ink pads. And I picked these colors. I think part of doing this is the fun of deciding what colors you want to use and using different colors. And you could use regular paint brushes if you want, if you've got paint brushes and some water. And you know what, Katie?
You don't have any water.
I don't need water.
You don't need water? Okay.
I don't need water, I don't think.
Okay.
You guys, I signed up for a watercolor class, and my first class was last night. It's at the Art Center here in town, and they told us to bring 2 of these, and I was so excited. I mean, you can just take a cup, but I'm like, I got those at Memory Bound, so maybe I'll learn some stuff that I can share with
You're
you.
taking a class? Mm-hmm. Oh, fun.
And then what I'm going to use today is the water brush, and this one is by Marvy, and this one is kind of a nice set because you get the flat tip, a little bit bigger tip, medium, and then you get a fine tip. And you get 3, and it's $12.29. I think we still have these, but I've had mine for a while. So I'm going to be using these, and you can maybe see that water bouncing around in there. And so you basically fill the barrel with water. Hey, Doug, would you mind filling this up with water? I guess I neglected to fill my... Doug, look! I guess you have to fill them up with water, especially if you're on a video. But you just unscrew the barrel here, and then you put that under your faucet and fill it up, and then just screw it back together.
Quick question. A gal had a question about the hotel ledger.
Hotel ledger.
And if the books, the papers would tear out easily.
Ooh, I think you'd have to use it. Okay, can you show that little, do you see how they're attached?
I don't know if I could show that under.
How about if we show it at the end?
Yes, we'll show you at the end.
No,
yes.
they would not tear out easy. You would have to use an X-Acto knife.
But I think you could rip it out.
You could take them out.
Yeah,
sure.
You definitely could take them out.
I just don't know that you could tear them.
Yeah, Katie's
going to try to tear them for us.
Oh, I won't tear that. Okay. I have my
so
limits.
we're going to use, so for this one, I haven't used these colors yet, but we're going to use Twisted Citron.
Thanks, Doug.
And what I'm going to do, if you want to put it on your mat or if you have a craft mat, just because we're in the video, I'm just going to put it on a block because that way I'm not messing up my surface. And then I'm going to use peacock feathers and I'm smooshing that onto a block. You don't really need much at all. But if you don't have watercolor or watercolor pencils, this is a good way for you to get started with watercoloring. And this is Speckled Egg, which is super light. Can't even really see it.
Yes, we will have masculine birthday cards. That has been a question several times. And we definitely will be doing masculine, not all feminine.
I need a color for the center, so we'll do this. We're going to put spice marmalade in the middle because orange and teal really make each other pop. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to start with the leaves, and I'm just taking my brush and mixing it up a little bit. Now this is a water brush, so it's already there. If you use a paintbrush, all you have to do is dip it in some water. And then I really like having white space when I watercolor.
You make this look so easy every time.
It's so fun, Katie. It's just fun. I love doing it. Mm-hmm. Now remember, when you are doing this type of thing and you switch colors, you need to clean your brush.
Oh, good.
So if you have a water brush, that just means all you have to do is squeeze it out a little bit on a piece of paper or a paper towel. And I'm just kind of going down these lines. And I believe
it's just kind of free painting, not precise painting.
Exactly. That's a good way to put it.
And if you go over it, it gets darker?
Yeah, if you let it dry and then you go over it again, it'll get darker. So I'm squeezing my water brush and getting that green out. And then I'm going to take this Speckled Egg, which was pretty light. I don't know if it's even going to show. It's going to be very light. But you know what? That's okay because we're going to add some more to it. The other thing about watercolor is you can layer it. So if you let this dry, you can layer it. And sometimes maybe you pick colors you like, and sometimes you're like, ooh, I don't think I want to do that color again. And I have used Speckled Egg before and used it with some of the browns. And it does look really cool if you're keeping it all kind of brownish.
They like the idea of keep the white. So I don't know if after you do that, if you want to hold it up.
Yeah, I will. You know what, Katie? Yeah? I will, because I missed a little speck of green here. So let me fill that in.
Okay. And so you're just cleaning it by touching it on your paper
you kind of squeeze your barrel and get some water through it. There's what we have so far.
Looks great, Kelly. I just love to sit here and watch
now
you.
We're gonna. I kind of want that Speckled Egg to dry, so let's pick up the orange. And the more you water it down like this, the lighter it's going to be. And I think we kind of need a light orange in here.
Is that spiced marmalade?
Did I say? Yes, spiced marmalade.
Okay.
Yep. Thanks, Katie. So there we got our centers. That was pretty easy. And then see how I'm cleaning? I'm squeezing my barrel to get water through it, and now it's clear. So I know that I'm ready to go on to my next color. And that's going to be peacock feathers. And this looks pretty dark. Now, another tip that I like to do is have a piece of paper to see what the color looks like. And, oh, that is a little dark. So I'm going to mix some more water in it.
That's a good idea.
And see about lightening that up just a little bit. And if it's dark, and that's we'll live with it. This is going to brighten up the speckled egg to be a little bit more in tune with the twisted citron that we put on the leaves. And I'm putting it mostly close to the center of the flower.
Oh, I have to remember to watch comments. I just get enthralled with watching you.
I know.
So sorry.
It's kind of, what, should we talk about Bob
Yeah.
Ross?
Oh my
Maybe
gosh.
the Bob Ross thing. I
Yes.
don't know. Now, I think I would take that green, and I'm going to grab some peeled paint, and I'm going to put a little bit of that on my block.
It's such an easy thing just to put them on a block, but you can also put it on this mat
can,
because
yep.
it is used. That mat is actually supposed to
That's
be
what
used
it's
that way.
for, and then you can just wipe it off. So I'm putting just a little bit of peeled paint here in the leaves, and that might have been a little much there, but I think when it dries, you're going to love it. So I would consider that one done. How about you,
Wow,
Katie?
I think that is an easy birthday card to create.
Isn't it fun?
Yes.
Now, it looks a little funny because we need to trim it down to
Oh, that's right, yeah.
3 3/4 by 5, and then we will mat it on black. So we'll let that dry, and then Katie, maybe you can cut it down for us. So I'm going to set that aside,
Okay.
and then I wanted to do one with colored pencils.
Okay, I'm going to go get a
Or
trimmer. I will
watercolor
be back.
pencils. Here's one, Katie.
Oh, thank you.
I just happen to have one here. Now, I have 3 sets of the Tim Holtz colored pencils. I have set 1. And what other, but they're all mixed up, everybody. I have 1, 3, 1, 2, and 3. I guess I have the first 3, and there are 6 sets of colored pencils. And in my class last night, I learned a little bit about pigments and some of the watercolors paints that you can get that don't have much pigment, but they have a lot of synthetic. And Tim talked about his watercolor pencils and how they're pure pigment. So now I can really appreciate those a little bit more.
How do you clean your blocks?
Yeah, I just rinse them in water.
Just rinse them in water?
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's all watercolor, so it's water soluble. Okay, Katie. Okay, I need you to open that for me, please.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So I'm going to let's pick out some colors. Why didn't I do this before the video? But
That's all right.
we're doing it.
Because we like to do everything live.
Yeah. So I do find myself going to peeled paint quite often. So I am going to pull out the peeled paint pencil, colored pencil, and I'm going to pull out Rustic Wilderness. Those are the colors I was using with the ink pads on some of the previous cards. So let's pull those out. And then, I don't know, let's do, oh boy, trying to do something we haven't done. Let's do fossilized amber, and let's find an orange
I'll
here.
move these for you.
Or let's do candied apple and fossilized amber.
I like how you are able to just choose
And let's do
colors.
barn door.
All right.
All right, so let's get rid of these. We set those aside. So here's what we've got. Peeled paint, Rustic Wilderness. We've got barn door, candied apple, and fossilized amber. And we need a card base.
And what are you cutting the cards down to?
3 3/4 by 5, and then they will fit on the black. Well, you have to cut your black paper to mats.
Okay.
And that's all in your directions. Okay, so with these, there's lots of ways to do this. Teresa has done tons of videos with these pencils. She's probably our star when it comes to watercoloring with these. And if you go to our blog and you search on watercolor, you'll see lots and lots of demos. So one way to do it is to just color, put a little bit of paint or a little bit of pencil down. And let's see, I'm going to do that on these leaves. And then I will do the flowers a little bit differently. Now you don't want to press down super duper hard, especially if your pencils are sharp, because what will happen is you will get, the lines will stay there.
Like the coloring lines?
The coloring lines. I'll do it on this leaf here. So I usually do it kind of light. And then you can take your paintbrush, and then you just and your color will just melt right into the paper.
So I missed when you said the difference between synthetic and pigment.
Oh, it was very interesting
Yeah.
because the instructor last night was talking about the different qualities of watercolor, and some of the ones you might, you know how you see those sets, Katie, and you get like 30 colors and it's $10.99.
Yes.
And she was explaining that a lot of those don't have as much pigment in them.
Okay.
They have more like synthetic additives, you might say, which I thought was very interesting.
So does that mean it just doesn't blend as much?
So you don't get as
well?
much color, and I have
Excuse
purchased
me.
those. I will say I have purchased
yeah,
those before,
absolutely.
and sometimes they'll just kind of spit out a blob,
Okay.
and that's why. So I thought that was
makes-
very
yeah.
very cool.
We're excited that you're taking this watercoloring class because we will all benefit from it.
I hope so. That's the
Yes.
plan. Plus, it's something different for me to do.
Yeah.
And you know, we
And
talked
enjoy it.
we talked about crafting and relieving stress and
This
doing
is
different
one
things.
of your things that
and
relieves your stress.
I think that will be
Excuse
just
me.
something different.
I think it's wonderful.
All right, so I just put my little pencil lines around, and then I just kind of took my colors. And I think I'm going to let this dry, the green dry, while we do the other colors, and
Okay.
then maybe I'll add some more.
I will say I do not have a set of these colored pencils, pens, paints that you're using.
Not yet?
No, I might have to just because
She
you
might
make
have
it
to.
So you make it look so easy.
So the other way to get a little bit more even is to take your brush and just kind of get some, you'll get a lot of paint on it. And you can, I don't know if you can see that it's really getting goobery there, not goobery, but juicy. And then here's my paper, and look how
Wow.
vibrant that is.
That's kind of fun just to use that to see what
It
colors
is.
you're getting.
So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do it that way for some yellow. I'm going to put yellow on the insides. So they're going to be pretty deep
like it.
right there. And then remember, we have to clean our brush off, which we're using the same colors next to each other in the rainbow, so it's really not too bad. And then we are going to take, let's see, what's lighter? Probably candied apple. So we're going to do the same thing with candied apple.
Now, is there a reason you would do it from the pencil instead of just coloring and then doing it?
You get more color with
Okay. So it's brighter?
it's brighter. And then the longer I go with my brush, the lighter my color gets. And it almost is looking pink.
So just some other comments. Jean has said that crafting has been a blessing in her life for 2024 and so looking forward to keeping your crafting alive in 2025.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
We are too. We
so
definitely
therapeutic. Oh,
are. It is very therapeutic.
those are so pretty.
So we'll add, now you can see the colors are much deeper here by doing this. And I'm taking some of the barn door and I'm just putting it on it. This is why you have two sheets, so you can practice and do different things. And what's kind of important is to let things dry before you put on another layer. We're not really doing that.
Oh boy, I like that red. I went to Target yesterday, Kelly. This is so
Yeah.
a squirrel moment.
We love your squirrels, Katie.
But
we do.
it's good. I have a lot of them.
She does, and we love it.
And all the Valentine stuff was out, and the reds, I was just beside myself.
Did you get your candy that you talked about?
Yes. Oh my gosh, I should not have because I can plow through that pretty quickly.
So I'm going to go ahead and take some of this rustic wilderness, which is a little bit darker, and I'm putting some more on top of these leaves so that I can just have another color to kind of blend in.
People are really enjoying this.
Oh,
People
good.
said I need to get the pencils because you can do so many different things with them on journal pages too.
Oh my gosh, yes.
People are talking like some people are taking watercoloring classes also, and they're thinking about it, and you're kind of inspiring them to do
Well, good.
a watercolor class.
I'm glad that you're inspired.
Yes.
Okay, well, now one thing you can see here is that my hands were not, I've got ink on this finger, and I've got I've actually touched it. How did I get
How'd
blue
you get
ink?
blue?
I have no idea,
Is it on
Katie.
your...
It's on my
No?
finger. So
Well, I'm going to clean that one up for you real quick here, this little red one.
Okay.
Or maybe not.
maybe not.
Should I lick my finger and try to get it
So
out?
there's one that we did with the colored pencils, and then this is, or watercolor pencils, and this is also one that we did with the watercolor pencils.
They're beautiful, Kelly.
So they're fun.
Yeah. So I noticed some black dots on this one.
This one I did some splattering
Okay,
on.
I like it.
Okay, so let's...
but the white and the black, are those separate pencils, or what two pencils to
They
splatter
come
with
in
are...
they come in set one,
by
but you can
okay.
buy them by themselves too.
Okay.
All right, now I want to show you what I did on this one because this was something I did last night that I'd never done before.
Oh.
So we'll do that before we wrap up here. I took
So
the
pretty.
antique linen distress ink, and let me get a blending tool.
Okay. Oh, my interest is perked.
So what I did, I went around the edges, and antique linen is pretty light, so it still keeps it kind of clean. And you could do like a water, like a wash. You could mix up some watercolor paint really lightly and brush across and do what I would call a wash. And this is just another way to do it. So then I went ahead and I decided I just kept going. So I just kept adding ink.
Are you going over like the flowers and the leaves?
I'm going
and
to
that's
kind of
okay?
go over them, but
Okay.
not totally,
Okay.
but somewhat. So this is antique linen. It doesn't really hurt them to go over it.
Yeah, and
I'm
this
just
is
gonna-
from our January card kit, our first January birthday card kit, and it is called Color It card kit, and it's $15.99, and it comes with 2 sheets of images. It comes with black mats, twine, card bases, envelopes, and Janet's inserts,
Yes,
which is awesome.
And I'm really happy that we gave you 2 because,
Yeah.
you know, you might do one that's not your favorite, and all you need if you want to make 4 more cards would be card bases and envelopes. And then if you wanted to get some more of Janet's inserts, which they are available for purchase separately.
Yeah, and they are, how much? I'm going to look real quick here. $2.49 for an extra set, and don't forget that the stamp that Kelly used on her cards
Oh my gosh,
is
yes. The embroidery
50%
stamp
off.
is normally
yes, if you want to make
$24.99
that.
and it's $12.50. Okay, so I think I've inked this up enough, and you know what? I actually kind of like it just like that. Do you guys kind of like it just like
I
that?
do. That's impressive that it
Just
really
using,
changes
that was
it.
just using the antique linen.
What did you do to this one? Because it looks like it
Well,
has...
we're going to do a little
Oh,
something
okay. All
extra.
right. Heidi, yes, at the very end we can go over Penny's Copic colors real quick. Again, they will be on the blog in a couple days here also.
So I just took my little mini mister, or if you have the distress sprayer, and I sprayed it, because you know distress ink reacts with water. And then sometimes I just like to have little drips.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that before.
But you know what? My water is
But-
about out. My
I
water
wonder
is...
if you would cut to use your brush.
Yeah, let me try doing
Okay.
that. I remember.
No bath for you today, piece
I
of paper.
remember now last night or a couple nights ago when I did this. You guys, I didn't even do this last night. It was a few nights ago.
That's ahead of the schedule.
That
isn't it?
is not a Kelly way of doing things.
That's okay.
So if you let it sit there for just a minute,
People love the antique linen.
it is, you know, it
Look.
was never really a favorite of mine, but I've been using it a lot, especially if you have something that's lighter and you don't really want to overdo it with like one of the browns. This is a good way to do it. So then if you just put a paper towel over it after you let it sit, and then you're going to have
Oh, the
wherever your
dots.
water was, you're going to have little dots. I don't know that I can really. I'm
I
afraid
was
this might be
thinking
big.
how this is, if you were to purchase this card someplace, it would be an expensive card.
Yeah, I guess it probably would.
Yeah. Oh,
Whoops. There's a
but
lot
you
of
know,
water.
it doesn't matter.
There's a lot of water that came off of that, but you know what? If that happens to you,
You can just ink it again,
you just
right?
put some more ink on it, and it'll have to dry first. Well, not really. So anyway, I did spill my water a little bit here, guys, but I think you get the idea. And look at it, just got it fixed right up. Okay, Katie, do we have any questions? That is the question: is do we have questions?
No. Well, yes.
Yes.
Well, they'd like to see Penny's Copic numbers
Okay.
again, and I keep thinking.
Are you still thinking about your hotel? All right, let's review. So we have, it's our brand new card kit for January, the Color It Floral Birthday Card Kit. It's $15.99. You have everything you need to make 4 cards, plus you have an extra sheet with all of these laser printed pieces on watercolor paper. The stamp that we use to make that is the embroidery stamp designed from Tim Holtz. This was released, I think, last year. And it's normally $24.99, and we have it on special for $12.50 while supplies last. And let's just show you the cards that we made. So this is the one, these are very similar. This is the one we had done. You're going to get the mat and the card base. And here's what we colored today with our watercolors. Here's one of the cards this is the first set that we made. Let's see, and then I'm going to show you pennies. So these were all done with watercolor pencils and distress ink pads. And then Penny got out her Copic markers for us. And we have this one that's in the pinks. And there are the colors. And we are going to have pictures of all of this. And this one, I told her I really liked how she did the teal with the orange on this one. And there are the colors.
You're doing a nice job.
Am I doing a nice job? Thanks, Katie. Katie says I'm doing a nice job. All right, and here is the one. It's kind of a, would you call that like an indigo? And here are the colors for that. I can't think of that color word, Katie. And then here's the red one. I know there's a lot of interest in the red. And we mentioned it, we didn't do it, but remember, you could always use your Posca pen to add some highlights to some of the flowers. That would work perfectly right on top of the watercolor or the markers.
They're wondering if you could show them the black splatter.
Yeah, we can do that real quick. So if you want to do that, and you know what, Teresa has shown this, and she does a much better job than I do. And she does it with her colored pencil, her watercolor pencils. I'm sorry for calling them colored pencils. They're really watercolor pencils. You know what? Yeah, thank you, Penny. I don't know that I have my black here. I must have, I think.
Is that on the back of the door?
Oh, here it is. So here's what Teresa does, and I learned this from her. You can get the splatter brush, which works great, and you can just use a little acrylic paint. She will actually, oh, you know what? Teresa dips hers in water, and I don't have that luxury here, but look at my bristles, you guys. Do you think I need a new brush? I think maybe I do. So she will dip her pencil in water to get it really nice and gooey, and I don't know that I'm going to be able to do it today. We will try it, because I'm always willing to try something. I'm always willing to try something, so we'll try it, but I don't guarantee I can do it, because normally Teresa dips it.
Your blouse.
Katie's worried about my stained shirt getting splatters on it. Anyhow, you normally dip this into your water, hold it in there for a little bit so you can get a lot of paint on it, and then, oops, I don't like to get my things. And then you just go like this, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it because I don't have a cup of water here.
Would you like me to get you one?
So here, let me try getting some of this up. There it's working. So I just took some like that and then just tap it like so. I guess I did it.
It looks very nice.
Thank you, Katie.
You're welcome.
Okay, what questions do we have?
If you were just starting to use the color pencils or the watercolor pencils, what set would you suggest to get first?
Okay, well, the beauty of the watercolor pencils is that when Tim, I'm going to say design them or whatever, and this is set number 2. I don't know if we have set number 1. He designed them so every set has got your rainbow. So whatever set you choose, you're going to have red, orange, yellow, green, blue colors and a brown. So you should look at the colors and see if there's certain colors that you would use more often. Set 1 does have the white and the black, picket fence and black soot, but you can buy those separately also. And those are the only ones you can buy separately. So I have sets 1, 2, and 3 because I got them when they came out, and I haven't gotten 4, 5, and 6, but you can see how nice they are to watercolor with. I mean, you can just kind of do some put some pencil down, and then you can just take your watercolor brush, and now mine has a little bit of black on it, and you can color away. And you can also put them on a block. Now, here's a big block. Here's a big block. You can also, let me get a better color. You can also color them on your block like so. You can take a pencil sharpener and you can shave some of the pigment off. And then I have a little palette here, so I could start painting another card.
There's so many different ways
they're
to be
very
able
versatile.
to do it.
They're very
It is.
versatile. I feel like I need to finish this now, but we're not going to.
I feel like there's so many different ways that you can color.
There's a lot of coloring
Yes.
ways, Katie.
Yes.
Okay, now, do we have any questions?
I think we're good, but we need to.
We need to show that book.
I got the
Okay.
giggles because they're calling it the hotel ledger.
The hotel ledger.
Yes.
Katie, you have started something.
Yes.
She has started something for sure. All right, so before we go, we had a question about
Excuse
this
me.
book, Katie's Hotel Ledger,
put
from
my
her
Kleenex away.
from her horror movie. And the question was, what was it, Katie? About
If you
tearing?
could tear these out easily, but it looks, as you can see how it's bound. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see it perfectly.
Yeah. But I do think that you can.
That looks like duct tape. I think you could definitely take the pages out.
I think
Doesn't
it's
it look like duct tape?
Yeah, if it's a fabric though.
Yeah. From a distance.
There. But I'm definitely you could rip these out. I would.
I don't know
I
where
think
you
they
could
would
get
come out.
pages like that.
Well, that's the thing, is that it would be kind of cool. But now I'm thinking, I was thinking I needed some library cards to record my books, but what if I would tear these pages out and use those?
You definitely could.
I
Or
could.
if you read a lot, you could use the whole book. And then if people come to visit your house, Katie, you could have them sign in. Katie's losing it today, you guys. Oh my gosh.
Can you please sign my ledger as you enter the house?
Yes, if you need a room,
There's
you need
80
to sign my ledger.
pages.
All right.
Kelly.
Well, I want to tell everybody a big thank you for
Yes,
joining us
thank
and
you,
staying
thank
with
you.
us today. We've been a little late. We got kind of a mess going on here. We
Yeah.
appreciate. Do we have any idea
This
what we're
is
doing
called
tomorrow?
crafting.
Do we know
Tomorrow,
what we're doing?
Peggy is here, and she is doing. Let me check my list over here.
Let's get the list out. I think she's doing her out of the album. We're
Is
doing
she?
a lot of
Oh,
out of
goodness,
the
I
album
didn't realize that all that
things.
stuff
Just like
was there.
Teresa's tags was an out of the album project.
Peggy is doing the Echo Park Family Tag Book out of the album. So how to scrapbook different ways out of the album.
And that's kind of our thing, our focus this year.
Oh, I guess
They
I
want to
could
know.
say it.
No, you don't have to. They want to know if we have laughing pills here.
I just get the giggles and then I try to stop and I can't.
You know, Katie, I know that's
'Cause I
okay.
try to be
That's what we
quiet.
love. That's what we love. But I think people knew what you were doing.
it goes south.
Teresa's demo was also an out of the album, and that's one of the fun things we're doing. We have a lot of fun things.
Yeah,
coming
so
this month.
scrapbooking doesn't necessarily have to be in an album. Or
Exactly.
serious.
Or serious, right.
Yeah.
Well, Katie, thank you
Yes.
for all your help. Thanks
Thank you.
everybody
Thank you,
for
Kelly.
watching today, and
Yes.
we will be back tomorrow, and we'll see you
betcha.
then.